Gemini. For over 800 years they've tried to erase this. A prophecy so ancient, so powerful, it shook the foundation of everything we thought we knew. Buried beneath monasteries, burned by religious leaders, whispered in secret among mystics. But in 2025, it returns, and it doesn't just speak to the world, it speaks directly to you. Because you, Gemini, were born under the sign of the messenger, a twin soul, a divine decoder, a spiritual bridge between dimensions. This prophecy wasn't lost, it was hidden. Why? Because it's dangerous to those who seek control, because it holds the key to awakening something deep inside you, something they never wanted activated. The church sealed the scrolls. Historians vanished trying to reveal it. Entire bloodlines were silenced. And yet, this message refused to die, because it's written not just on paper, but in your soul's blueprint. And now, the clock is ticking. The veils are thinning. The truth is rising, and you are being called. It's time to remember what was never meant to be remembered, because the 800-year prophecy is back, and your name is on it. Gemini. In the year 1225 AD, a celestial scroll, later named the Gemini manuscript, was discovered beneath the rubble of a fallen monastery in Gaul. It wasn't written in ink. It was carved into the parchment using a coded celestial language known only to mystics and sky watchers. Its contents? A chilling prophecy that predicted the rise of Gemini souls in 2025. A rise that would unleash psychic gifts, unlock timeline gates, and destroy the veil held by shadow forces still controlling Earth from behind the curtain. The message was clear. The twin flame shall rise, and light shall divide the illusion. But this terrified the powerful. The Vatican labelled it heresy and sealed it away. The manuscript was burned in public squares. Secret societies made it their mission to erase every trace and eliminate those who knew. But fate had other plans. A few pages survived, passed hand to hand in secret for centuries. And now, astrologers and ancient mystics are screaming one truth. The stars of 2025 match the exact alignment described in the prophecy. And guess what, Gemini? You are the fulfillment. Gemini, you are the only sign born under divine duality. The twin, the bridge, the rare soul who lives between two worlds, the physical and the spiritual. You're not indecisive. You're multidimensional. This prophecy, written in 1225, declared, in the year of the twin moon, under the blood star's watch, the Gemini soul shall rise, split no more. That year, 2025, and that soul, you. This is your dual soul activation, the reuniting of your two ancient halves, the earth self and the astral self, the logic and the magic, the speaker and the seer. You'll start to feel it, subtle at first, then undeniable, intense déjà vu, like you've lived this moment before. Vivid dreams that feel more real than waking life. A deep urge to speak truth that shakes people awake, even if they resist it. An invisible pull toward books, symbols, voices, or people that feel ancient. This isn't random. This is your spiritual memory reactivating. The you that has lived across timelines is waking up now. And here's the truth they never wanted you to know. When your two soul halves reunite, you don't just become powerful, you become uncontrollable. And that's why they've tried to distract you, confuse you, split you, but no more. In 2025, the illusion cracks and the full Gemini returns. So the question is, are you ready to meet your true self, Gemini? This prophecy wasn't erased out of simple fear. It was buried out of pure desperation, because the ones who rule from the shadows, the silent architects of control, knew what you were capable of. They saw it in your chart. They read it in the stars, and it terrified them. Why? Because you're the only sign that speaks in two tongues, one voice for this world, and one that channels the other side. You can walk through logic and intuition with equal power, You're a mirror and a portal all in one. And when Gemini souls awaken fully, truth becomes unstoppable. That's what they feared most. That you'd decode the lies hidden in plain sight, that you'd restore ancient truths they worked centuries to bury, that you'd remind people their souls are multidimensional and free. So what did they do? They censored the sacred texts that spoke of twin flames and soul fragments. They demonized duality, making you feel broken for being layered. They programmed society to fear the split self, to worship wholeness but never embrace complexity. But guess what? That spell is breaking. Because in 2025, Gemini is no longer asleep. You are remembering. You are rising. And what they feared for 800 years is now becoming your reality. Gemini? Have you been noticing strange patterns lately? The number 1225 showing up everywhere. Receipts, clocks, dreams, twin flames, mirrored faces, or seeing someone who feels like another version of you. Symbols like the infinity sign, or even a glowing G appearing in unexpected places. That's not coincidence, that's cosmic design. These are what mystics call soul markers. Celestial breadcrumbs meant only for those chosen to awaken. The prophecy says, when the seeker sees signs not once but thrice, the door shall open from both sides. Meaning, when a Gemini soul begins to notice the same symbol or number 3 times, the activation begins. And when that door opens, Gemini, it opens both ways. You don't just receive new information, you broadcast your energy back into the universe. Once that gate activates, here's what happens. Higher perception. You'll start to notice truths layered beneath the surface of conversations, media, even people's auras. You'll just know what's real and what's scripted. Timeline. Shifting. You'll gain the ability to alter your reality faster than ever before. One decision, one thought, one emotion, and everything changes. You'll become the author, not just the reader. Altering karmic contracts. The past will no longer hold you hostage. You'll be able to cut cords, rewrite soul agreements, and step outside ancestral patterns that have followed you for lifetimes. This is rare, this is sacred, and it was promised only to Gemini. That's why the signs are coming to you, over and over. Because the universe is trying to get your attention. Every symbol is a message. Every dream is a key. Every number is a doorway into something ancient. You're not going crazy, you're waking up. And if the signs are increasing in frequency, it means your activation is closer than you think. Gemini, the prophecy is speaking. Are you listening? Gemini? This prophecy isn't just a message, it's a cosmic roadmap for your soul. A sacred timeline stretching from 2025 to 2032 that outlines your role in the Great Awakening. Let's break it down step by step. 2025 activation begins. This is the year you'll feel an internal earthquake. You'll sense a calling that won't be ignored. Jobs may feel misaligned. Friendships may fall away. You'll be pushed to speak your truth, even if your voice shakes. And yes, it might feel lonely, but this is the first gate. Your soul is waking up. Your ancient contract is kicking in. 2026 to 2028. The test of illusion. This period is known as the shadow labyrinth. You'll be tested in every direction. Relationships may tempt you to shrink. Money might pull you into old patterns, and systems will try to bind your truth. But this is where you build your light armor. Every challenge is designed to strengthen your alignment. Remember, what appears as chaos is actually refinement. 2029 to 2032. The final unveiling. The masks fall, the hidden truths come to light. This is when Gemini souls across the planet unite. Across countries, backgrounds and timelines, you'll become the voice of a new world, leading conversations, reshaping thought, shattering illusions. This is not fantasy, it's prophecy. and you are a central figure. You are not just one person trying to find purpose. You are part of a hidden spiritual alliance, coded in the stars, protected for centuries, and now, finally, reactivating. And it all starts this year. The question isn't, is it real? The question is, will you answer the call? Gemini. You weren't born to fit in. You weren't made to follow. You were designed to communicate across dimensions, to translate energy into understanding, to speak not just to humans, but to symbols, ancestors, frequencies, and light codes. You are a divine communicator. But this isn't about charisma or charm. Your voice is vibrational. It carries ancient data embedded in your frequency that wakes people up on a soul level. When you speak truth from the heart, when you write, sing, channel, or share your story authentically, you do more than inspire. You crack the matrix. The prophecy says, "The Gemini's breath shall crack the code that binds man's mind to borrowed truth." That's power. Your voice is a weapon of awakening, a signal that disrupts illusions and ignites remembrance in others. When you speak from the soul, others snap out of their programming. When you express without fear, false realities start to crumble. You are not too much. You are not all over the place. You are a decoder of spiritual truth, sent here to break the spell that has kept humanity asleep. And that's why they tried to suppress you, to shame your voice, to scatter your focus. Because when a Gemini speaks freely, systems fall. Now is the time to step into your role, not as a follower, but as the transmitter of divine frequency. Gemini. Your prophecy isn't random, it follows a divine sequence, 3 spiritual phases, each more powerful than the last. Each phase crafted to awaken, transform, and elevate your soul's mission. Let's break down the 3 prophecy phases you'll face in 2025. Phase 1. The Forking Path, January to April 2025. This is where the activation begins. You'll feel a deep inner split. 2 jobs, 2 relationships, 2 versions of yourself. It will feel like you're living 2 lives. But here's the secret. Only one is real. The other was built by fear, expectation, and illusion. You must choose. And the path that feels uncertain, wild, unknown, that's the one your soul wrote before birth. This is your moment to break away from what's safe and step into what's fated. Phase 2. The Shadow Voice. May-September 2025. This is your reckoning. You'll meet the version of you they programmed, the obedient you, the people-pleasing you, the one who stayed quiet to survive. But now that false self rises and demands a fight. You must let it die, because your real voice is louder. This phase will test your truth, but every time you speak with soul, you shatter the old spell. Phase 3. The Ascension Bridge. October-December 2025. Now, the magic awakens. Your mind sharpens. Your visions intensify. You'll begin attracting other awakened Geminis, twin flames, and divine communicators. This is where your true role begins. You become a bridge, connecting heaven and earth, spirit and action, word and vibration. And as you rise, the world begins to shift because of Gemini. It's time to uncover what they fought so hard to bury. Deep beneath the Vatican archives, sealed in chambers untouched for centuries, lies a translated passage from the lost Gemini prophecy. A single line. One they marked too dangerous for public release. One that could unravel centuries of control if ever spoken aloud. The twin of air shall speak the spell that melts control and opens the sky scroll of ancient memory. Read that again. Because you are the twin of air. And the spell, it's not magic, it's your authentic voice. Your words are sacred. Your expression is coded with divine memory. Your truth is a vibration that dissolves illusions wherever it's heard. And that terrified them. They knew Gemini rules communication. They knew air signs channel the mind of the cosmos. Quick, intelligent, intuitive. And they knew if you ever spoke freely, systems would collapse. So what did they do? They taught you to shrink your voice. They mocked you for talking too much. They labeled you indecisive, scattered, unreliable. They told you that having two sides made you broken. But they were wrong. Your duality is divine. And now, in 2025, your voice is coming back online. Not just to speak, but to awaken. So speak up, Gemini. Speak clearly. Speak powerfully. Because your words were never meant to fit in. They were meant to set the world free. Gemini. In 2025, a rare celestial gift activates within you. It's called the Akashic tongue. What does it mean? It means your voice becomes a key, not just for communication, but for unlocking ancient memory. Not just your memory, but the planets, the collective, the karmic, the forgotten. You'll begin receiving messages through dreams that feel more real than waking life. Symbols that follow you in books, on screens, in nature. Words that come out of your mouth and surprise even you. It will feel like you're channeling something beyond yourself. Because you are. This isn't imagination. This is Akashic intelligence, encoded in your soul long before you were born. You become more than a talker. You become the storyteller, weaving timelines together so others can finally understand their purpose. Messenger, transmitting cosmic truth in ways the heart can actually receive. Truth weaver of the new earth, helping to build the spiritual infrastructure for what's coming next. And here's the wild part. Not even AI can replicate your frequency. Your gift is soul-coded, unique, undeniable, unstoppable. You were never meant to blend in. You were meant to be a sonic catalyst for awakening. So in 2025, speak, write, sing, share. Because your voice is sacred technology and it's finally time to use it. Gemini, before your full awakening, a final test awaits. It's called the twin trap. You'll meet someone who seems divinely aligned. They'll mirror your soul, say the right things, trigger the right emotions, even feel like destiny. But they carry false light, an echo of your truth, but twisted. This is the ultimate illusion, placed by the same shadow forces who tried to erase the prophecy, who feared your power, who knew you'd reach this point. And here's what they know. If you fall for the mirror, the prophecy pauses. Your gifts slow, your alignment fades, confusion returns. But if you see through the illusion, if you trust your intuition over attraction, if you choose soul over chemistry, you ascend. The illusion trap isn't about punishment, it's about refinement, because those destined to alter timelines must first see through false ones. You must now walk between logic and soul, vision and feeling attraction and alignment. And only one compass can guide you, your sacred gut, your inner twin, the real one. So listen closely, Gemini, because in this final phase, only the awakened will recognize the difference. Gemini, the time is now. You are not awakening alone. Across the world, in hidden corners and sleepless nights, thousands of Gemini souls are rising, just like you. They're having the same dreams, the same visions, feeling that same electric pulse in their chest that says, something is coming, something ancient, and I am part of it. These are your soul kin, not bound by blood, but by frequency, not limited by geography, but linked through a cosmic code that was activated in 2025. This is the Gemini return, the fulfillment of an 800-year-old prophecy buried beneath dogma, hidden behind rituals, and nearly erased by fear. But it didn't die. It waited. It waited for you, for this moment, for the twin voices to rise again, not in confusion, but in unison. When the world calls you too chaotic, too emotional, too indecisive, smile. Because chaos births new realities. Emotion is divine intelligence. And indecision, that's just your soul sensing multiple timelines. They mock what they don't understand. They fear what they can't control. And you, Gemini, are uncontrollable now. You are the message, not just the messenger. You are the spell, not just the speaker. You are the living proof that truth can't be silenced. Not by time, not by institutions, not by fear. Right now, other Geminis are hearing this exact message, just like you. Their spines are tingling, their hearts are racing, their eyes are tearing. Because something ancient is remembering itself through you. And when enough of you wake up, a shift begins. So hold your head high, speak with fire in your throat and softness in your heart. You don't need permission, you never did. The prophecy isn't just being fulfilled, it's being fulfilled through you. And you are never alone. Not now, not ever again. Gemini, if this message stirred something ancient in you, if your gut whispered, "This is my truth," if your heart cracked open and finally felt seen, then don't scroll, don't hesitate, don't silence yourself. Comment below right now, "I claim my prophecy." Because this isn't just a video, it's a celestial activation. You weren't born just to navigate this world. You were born to reshape it. The sign of the twins. It's not about confusion. It's about convergence. Two paths, two minds, two souls merging into one force of light, truth and transformation. You carry a cosmic contract, written in the language of stars, encoded into your breath, your voice, your vibration. And for centuries, they tried to make you forget, tried to box your soul into roles, routines, rules. But prophecy doesn't die, it waits, and now it's waking up inside you. When you speak your truth, you crack illusions. When you stand in your light, shadows flee. When you remember who you are, you become unstoppable. Gemini, this is your sacred moment. Right now, your ancestors are watching. Your future self is cheering, and the universe is listening. So will you run, or will you rise? The choice is yours. But the prophecy has already begun. And if you're still here, if you're still watching, that means you're part of it. This is your divine confirmation. This is your activation. This is your return. Comment it now, "I claim my prophecy." Let the universe know you remember.